press has caught up with me.
Should we be worried?
No, it's nothing. I'll be home for Christmas. I promise.
What resonated with you most about Hawkeye and Kate Bishop?
It's very much the human story and the human relationship, you know, in a world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe where you've got superheroes and special powers. Here is Hawkeye, Clint Barton, who is a dad and a husband who's been in the Avengers world, but he's just a guy. He's a guy who happens to be trained and the best archer in the world, maybe until Kate Bishop comes along. And Kate is, you know, she's a young woman who's grown up being inspired by this guy and the fact that she can one day be like him. He's aspirational, but he's also represents something achievable because he's fallible and flawed. And I think that's what we connect with.
I loved the one-take car chase scene from episode 3. You have to take us through how you did that. Was that always part of the plan? Was that something you had envisioned? Take us through that a little bit.
Do you know what? It was something we always envisioned. We wanted to, the beginning kernel of that was how do we keep our audience in the car chase with them to hear their kind of their great kind of banter and everything that's going inside the car. And how do we keep the audience in there? So we wanted to keep the camera in, but then we wanted to also see the action. So it kind of just made sense to, you know, rotate through their dialogue and through what they're doing and also kind of see trucks coming at them and ramming into the side of them and then them doing the 180 and the camera catching up with the other cars. So it came conceptually out of what we needed to do to keep the narrative moving and to keep the audience with our characters. So that's why when she goes out the window, we go out the window because we're staying with her as one of our leads. And to answer the second part of your question, we started conceptualizing that with the VFX team easily 2 months ahead of actually being in prep. So it's something that took a lot of preparation, a lot of planning, a lot of prevising, but it really paid off because on the day, it was just this finely choreographed piece of filmmaking where the car had to hit the car at the right moment so that you could see it because otherwise you'd miss it. So it was, everyone was really excited to do it for real. And Kevin turned up on the day as well. And when we did get it, you know, when we did get all the timing right, everyone just kind of cheered and went crazy.
How easy is it to direct Pizza Dog?
Pizza Dog was brilliantly directable. I think Labradors are one of the most trainable dogs. And he was just joyful from beginning to end. So it was exciting, and you've got amazing trainers there who have all of their tricks, and even when he got it wrong, sometimes that worked for what we wanted to do as well. So there was a good improvisation from Pizza Dog, let's say.
How did you keep Florence's return as Yelena secret, and what was it like to bring that character back and put her in the show?
Marvel are the ones that kept her secret, so that was the easy part for us. But obviously, we understood how important and how exciting that kind of crossover was for the fans. So we wanted to protect that secret. And then in that scene, it's like, how long can we keep the reveal from the fans? And so that was really fun, like keeping it right until that very last minute, so that when that hood comes off, it's so satisfying. You know, and we're excited to see what comes next. What
was it like, though, to really introduce Echo to MCU fans?
One of the greatest privileges of our career, actually, just to, you know, Alokwa and Echo, Maya Lopez, such a dynamic, unique character to MCU and also to cinema in general. She's a deaf character. She is Native American, she is an amputee, and all of these things serve as Maya Lopez's superpowers. You know, her what might be seen as disabilities, we definitely wanted to turn it into her superpowers.
Kingpin, he's still trending. Do you have a message for people who were hoping to see him in this week's episode?
King who?
Give me your elevator pitch for next week's episode.
Oh, dear Lord.
expect the unexpected. You never know what's going to happen in Hawkeye, and you never know what tone you're going to get. So we're excited to see what the fans think.